Scott Bauer is with us, continuing to talk about things that move with the economy. Scott, we got ISM, your trade is on Lennar. Everybody's focused on everything to do with the economy right now.
As well, they probably should be. You know, next round of earnings are out, really don't start up for another week and a half or so. Yep. And this is what it should be right now. This is that kind of space in between last earnings report or this earnings season coming up here. So this is what we need to be focused on right now.
All right. So Lennar, last time we spoke, you were short Lennar, am I right, Scott? And,
yep.
So what's going on right now?
Sure was.
Analysts have
coming right off of that earnings report, and we even talked about Oliver. I said, I don't care what happens to this stock in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. This was a trade. Well, that trade worked. It worked to perfection. And now, from a technical standpoint, Lennar is coming down to an area where I actually want to get long it. So I closed out that short position, profited really nicely, and now I'm actually taking a long position in Lennar. Not because I think the stock is rebounding off of that, where we were on those earnings highs just last week, but because I think that with the interest rate environment now, that moving on to the summer and maybe into the fall, that's where I see some upside, and that's the type of strategy that we're going to talk about right now that I'm looking to do in Lennar.
Okay, so I know that you don't really have a big fundamental view on the shares. Is that why you want to use options as opposed to the stock, just because it's a strictly kind of technical
100%
trading opportunity?
Absolutely, 100%. And I think, again, technical right down to that 50 and 200-day moving average. But I do see with this interest rate environment here, I do see a potential upside in the housing market, as beaten down as this thing has been for so long. But I want to give it some time, and that's why I'm letting this spread that we're going to talk about, this option trade, marinate a little bit and give it some time really through the summer.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me where this thing starts to really make money and where that P&L slows down, because you're selling the 50 call, right? Scott, you're...
Right, but I'm selling the 50 call in May. I'm
right,
selling
okay.
the 50 call in May to buy the August 45 call, so a much deeper in the money call. This is almost like a stock replacement type of strategy, and I can do that for about $4.50. Now, the stock right now is almost, kind of at the money for the debit on this spread right here. So, I'm looking for a slow grind, maybe just kind of hang right in this area over the next 4 to 6 weeks, which would be great, because then that 50 call that I'm short in May, that thing's going to lose its value, all right? And then I still have the upside from my August 45 call. So ideally, at May expiration, we're going to be around 50. Because then my August call is going to be $5+ plus premium. The May call that I had sold, Oliver, will be worthless. That gives me then the opportunity to either roll out and sell another upside call and collect some premium against my August long position, or I'm just long and I just kind of let it roll a little bit here. So I'm really looking for a slow grind up, but even if this thing does skyrocket, which I don't see that happening, but even if it does blow up to the upside, that's great for this position.
Yeah. All right, Scott, really good stuff, informative and thorough in the options trade, and we'll talk some more Bitcoin later, because I know you're looking at the crypto stuff.
You got it.
All right, you got it, Scott Bauer. Always a pleasure. Scott, CEO of Prosper Trading.